myself, oh, why, oh, why? See, you've got to understand, I can't work a 9 to 5, so I'll be gone till November.
Tell me that Michelle, my bell. Yo, I be gone till November. Standing on the block where the spot get hot. Selling rocks, guaranteed to get set up by cookie cop. Michelle, my bells. I know it's wrong, I wrote this rap song. Forgive me when I'm gone. Being kinda busy, we working the night. Shit, I got it made. Hey, last word from the hustler. Hey, young Clef, take care of your mother. Looked at him and replied, yo, daddy, where you going? He said to Baltimore, he'll be back in the morning. Gave my mama a hug for her soul when she cried. Every man want heaven, no man want die. Vanished through the door, all I saw was his shadow. Heard mom echo, I don't wanna be a widow. That's when I realized death was at hand. Old man pulled off in a black caravan with some dark-skinned brothers who look Sicilian. Singing, come on, chameleon.
Can't stop the shining. You wanna stop the shining? Well, why?
Every time I make a run, girl, you turn around and cry. I ask myself why.
You need muscle for the hustle.
See, you must understand. I can't work a 9 to 5, so I'll be gone till November.
Tell me, Michelle, my bell.
Yo, I'll be gone till November. Standing on the block where the spot get hot. Selling rocks, guaranteed to get set up by cookie cop.
Tell me, Michelle, my bell.
I know it's wrong, I wrote this rap song. Forgive me when I'm gone. Me and cannabis, we working the night shift.
Me and Clef, we ready to get it on. The 3.5-pound organ embedded in our skulls is what makes us better than y'all. I'm telling you, God, ain't nobody repping this hard since Genghis Khan. We raise hell to the heavens fall. Me and my Fuji affiliates building with plans to make millions over a quiet game of billions. Black Sicilians, the descendants of West Indian pilgrims with the power to collapse buildings, riding across the ocean floor like Poseidon on a seahorse to reach our overseas tours. By the middle of March, when the pregnancy starts on my lady's placenta, I'll be gone till November.
Now every time I make a run, girl, you turn around and cry. I ask myself, oh, why, oh,
You need muscle for the hustle.
See, you got to understand, I can't work a 9 to 5, so I'll be gone till November.
Tell me, yeah, my bad. Yo, I be gone till November. Standing on the block where the spot get hot. Selling rock, guaranteed to get set up by cookie cop. Yeah, my bad. I know it's wrong, I wrote this rap song. Forgive me when I'm gone. Me and cannabis, we working the night shift.
Shake it. A East Coast, so shake it. A West Coast, so shake it. A down south, shake it. A south side, shake it. Somebody said Jersey's up in here. Where Brooklyn at?
It's big pimpin', baby. That's right. Big pimpin', spinning cheese. Talk to him. Bun B, Pimp C, Jigga Man. You know I thug 'em, hug 'em, love 'em, leave 'em, but I don't trust or need 'em. Take 'em out the hood, keep 'em looking good, with diamond cuts that'll freeze 'em. First time they fuss, I'm breezing. Talk about what's the reasons. I'm a pimpin' every sense in the word, mama. Better trust and believe 'em. In the cup where I keep 'em, till I need the word, till I need to beat it up. Then it's BB, then I'm picking them up, then I play with it quick in the truck. Many chicks wanna put Jigga fist in cuffs, divorce 'em and split his bucks. Just because you got good sex, I'ma break bread so you could be living it up. I pass with nothing, y'all be frontin'. Me give my heart to a woman, not for nothing, never happen. I'll be forever macking. Hardcore as assassins, I got no passion, I got no patience, and I hate waiting. Mommy, get your ass in here, let's ride. Check 'em out now. And let's ride. Check 'em out now. Yeah, we doing big pimpin', we spending cheese. Check 'em out now. Big pimpin' on BLAD. We doing big pimpin' up in NYC. It's just that Jigga Man, Pimp C and B-U-M-B. Yo, yo, yo. Big pimpin', spending cheese. We doing big pimpin' on BLAD. We doing big pimpin' up in NYC. It's just that Jigga Man, Pimp C and B-U-M-B.
It's the big southern rap here from Sorry Mario, coming straight about the black barrio. Make some meal about for sorry. What? Now sit back and beat my scenario. Oops, my bad, that's my scenario. No, I can't f***ing scare it. What? Now every time, every place, everywhere we go, stop pointing and say, there he go. Now these folks know we carry more heat than a little bit. We don't pull it out over little shit. And if you catch a lick when I spit, then it won't be a little hit. Go read a book, you illiterate son of a bitch. Step up your vocab. Don't be surprised if your there. Out with me and you see it's coming down on your slab.
Smoking out, pouring up, keep it lean up in my cup. All my car, I live in wood in my hood, call it buck. Everybody wanna ball, holla ball at the mall. You be up, watching ball. With y'all, if I wasn't rapping, baby, I would still be riding Mercedes, coming down and sipping daily. No rest tell why they pay me. Now what y'all know about the Texas boys coming down and candy toys, smoking hard. No, no,
no, spin the cheese. We be big pimpin' on BLADs. We be big pimpin' down in PAT. It's just that Jigga Man, Pimp C and B-U-N-B. 'Cause we be.
やっと目を覚ましたかい。それなのになぜ目も合わせやしないんだい。遅いよと怒る君、これでもやれるだけ飛ばしてきたんだよ。心が体を追い越してきたんだよ。君の髪や瞳だけで胸が痛いよ。同じ時を吸い込んで離したくないよ。遥か昔から知るその声に生まれて初めて何を言えばいい。君の全然前世から僕は君を探し始めたよ。その不吉祥な笑い方をめがけてやってきたんだよ。君が全部なくなってチリチリになったってもう迷わない。また一から探し始めるさ。むしろゼロからまた宇宙を始めてみようか。どっから話すかな。君が眠っていた間のストーリー。何億何光年分の物語を語りに来たんだよ。けどいざその姿この目に映すと、君も知らぬ君とじゃれて戯れたいよ。君の消える痛みまで愛してみたいよ。銀河何個分
be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. If you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. Taking is too easy, but that's the way it is. What you think about that? Now you know how I feel. Say you could handle my love. Are you for real? I won't be hasty. I'll give you a try. If you really bug me, then I'll say goodbye. Yo, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna really, really, really wanna say. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. If you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. Taking is too easy, but that's the way it is. So here's a story from A to Z. You wanna get with me, you gotta listen carefully. We got M in the place who likes it in your face. You got G like MC, you likes it on a easy B, who doesn't come for free. She's a real lady. And as for me, how you'll say, slam your body down and wine it all around. Slam your body down and wine it all around. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. If you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. Taking is too easy, but that's the way it is. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta make it last forever. Slam your body down and wine it all around. Slam your body down and wine it all around. Slam your body down.
From Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, it's a doubleheader finale on the final weekend of the regular season for Baseball United Season 1. The Arabia Wolves and the Mideast Falcons dueling for the second time today and the second time in a 3-game set. Arabia trying to keep its postseason hopes alive by taking down the Falcons. Mideast, they won the first of this doubleheader in series by a final score of 9-5. That was because of a home run worth 8 runs by that man, Federico Celli, with the first Moneyball Grand Slam in the history of professional baseball, worth 8. Went the other way, was in a slump, and then at about 3:15 p.m., annihilated his way out of the slump, out to right field. The Italian Stallion gave Mideast an 8-0 lead. They would not relinquish. Celli and the Mideast Falcons can clinch a spot in the United Series with a win here or tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Mideast and Arabia about to get going. Let's toss it field side to Herbie Bellata.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Baseball United Ballpark for tonight's game between the Arabia Wolves and the Mideast Falcons. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the field where we have Lewis Webster for today's Kids' first pitch. Catching today's Kids' first pitch will be Carlos Garzon. Thank you, Lewis. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Baseball United Chairman, CEO, and co-founder Cass Shake and Grace Howerton for today's official Kids Play Ball call.
Play ball.
Let's go!
Y'all to see this. Turn up the lights in here, baby. You know what I need. Want you to see everything. Want you to see all of the lights. Fast cars, shooting stars. All of the lights, all of the lights.
Let's kick the tires and light the fires. Game 2 of the Twin Bill, Kazuki Yabuta on the mound for the Mideast Falcons. He's been the most effective starter in Baseball United this year. 14 1/3, just one earned run. He's the guy who started the historic no-hitter to open the regular season for the Mideast Falcons. Now he makes his final start of the regular season, trying to pitch his team into the United Series. He and Carlos Garzon are the battery for the Mideast Falcons, and they will face off against an Arabia Wolves lineup that once again starts with Noah Marcelo, the center fielder. Second baseman is Paul Myro. He'll hit second. Then it's the third baseman, Taylor Darden. First baseman is Jacob Teeter. He's in the 4 spot. Shortstop, Elliot Good. Right fielder, Pito Cipriota. Catcher, Vinny Aarons. Left fielder, Michael Robles. And the DH. Serving in that 9 spot, Antonio Barranca. Rounded out in support of Hakeem Bostic on the mound. The former New York Met will get the ball for John McLaren's Arabia Wolves. You're looking live at Baseball United Ballpark, Barry Larkin Field in the desert just outside of Dubai. I'm Joey Zanaboni, Baseball United CEO, Chairman, and co-founder Cash Shake will be along shortly as Yabuta prepares for his first pitch against Marcelo. Kano is at third. Minato Tanai is at short. Mune Kawasaki is at second. Shuhei Fukuda gets the start at first base. Then it's Jake Jelly, Federico Celli, and Alejandro De Aza left to right in the outfield. First pitch is skipped by Yabuta, and we're off and running at exactly 7:05 local time in Dubai. Yabuta, the second offering, and the Falcons starter misses low to Noah Marcelo. Marcelo in this Arabia offense got going late. A little bit too late. Did score 3 times in the 7th to get some momentum. He tests Tanai. Tanai juggles it, picks it up, goes to first. And Fukuda makes the squeeze. Not the prettiest of plays from Minato Tanai, but he gets it done. And it's 1 up and 1 down for Kazuki Yabuta. Stung ball, and it's similar to the one that Tanai had a couple of nights ago in the showdown against Mumbai. That ended up as a 6-3 loss for the Falcons. They gave up 6 runs in the first 3 innings, one of them on an error by Tanai. Very similar ball. Myro hit by a pitch, gets away from Yabuta, and one pitch to Myro puts him aboard. Paul Myro, he was key to that offensive spurt for the Arabia Wolves late in the ball game. Reached via error a couple of times, had a base hit in between. Now he reaches by wearing one. Myro hitting around the tricep, and it's 1 aboard here for the Wolves. Yabuta facing off against Taylor Darden. And American Darden takes the first one for a ball. Saw Yabuta against Mumbai getting a little trouble early and then pitched through it. That was in that classic ball game the Falcons lost at 1-0. Yabuta was not in the game in the 6th when the Mumbai Cobras scored the only run of that night, but was responsible for a Caleb McNeely double that was followed by a Brantley Bell double. Put Mumbai in front. Dealing with another good hitter in Darden. Top 6 in the league right now on average. 2-0. Darden takes it. Darden through. Like Myro, Darden scored twice in the first game of the doubleheader. The second game, like that one's going to go 7 innings. Down misses Yabuta, and he's 3-1. These teams close the series tomorrow at 3 p.m. That'll be our pregame, and then after the gates open at 3, we'll have first pitch at 4 o'clock, little matinee baseball. Swing and a miss, and it's 3-2. If Mideast wins this 7-inning ball game, then Mideast is guaranteed to go to the United Championship Series. If Arabia wins it, then that 4 o'clock game will determine whether it's Mideast or Arabia taking on the Cobras December 12th, 13th, and 14th in the championship round. There goes the runner, and there's a foul ball back. Just cardio for Myro. Shuto Sakurai got the win in game 1 of this twin bill. Blake Purnell took the loss. Ready comes and misses up. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Myro moved away once again, and Darden takes the walk. Myro zooms into second. Forced over there, though, by the free ticket. Teeter comes to the plate. They got the money ball in for Teeter. The first money ball used by the skipper, John McLaren. Each team gets 3 money balls, 3 fireballs. Money balls double your run on home runs, and fireballs, they end the inning on a strikeout. Yabuta, 0-1. The ever-dangerous Teeter, coming off a 3-hit performance with 2 RBIs in game 1, bounces one slowly right side, quickly over to grab Yabuta. And the duel between 2 of the best in Baseball United ends with Yabuta winning this first meeting, but both runners advancing. Myro now on third with his third base coach. Cash Beecham talks it over as Teeter goes back to the dugout on that side of the field. Darden's on second. Fukuda gets his first start since game 4 of the season, regular season, for this Mideast Falcons team. This is game 8. Gets his first start at first base. He's been serving as the DH. He's had some concern around the hamstring, but getting better and better. And Fukuda, he is watching as this right-hander Yabuta goes 1-0 with Elliott Good. Good had maybe the defensive play of the year in the first inning before Chelly's Moneyball Grand Slam of game 1. Great diving play, hold it short. Had another one later up the middle. Laid out and stopped the ball. Wasn't able to get a force at second base, but boy, what an athlete out there at short. And he was 1 for 4 so far in this twin bill with 2 RBIs. Swings away, floats one out to right. Yabuta should escape the trouble. Alejandro De Aza gets it in the mitt. Arabia strands 2 in scoring position. De Aza himself leads off for the Falcons after this at Baseball United Ballpark.
Just like the Moneyball, each team gets 3 fireballs a game. But this time, they can use it when their team's in the field pitching. If a pitcher strikes out a batter with the fireball, it automatically ends the inning. That means if there's no outs and the base is loaded and you call in a fireball, strike out the batter, the inning is over. If there's 1 out and a man on third, call in a fireball, strikeout, inning over. Anything other than a strikeout, and the fireball is out of play.
4 key gameplay innovations for Season 1 of Baseball United. A money ball doubles your home run total on any ball hit out of the yard. Fireball, well, that strikeout would end the inning. Designated runner can come in at any time, 1 time an inning. And the home run derby, which we have not seen, would determine a winner and a loser if we're tied after 9 innings. Even though this is a 7-inning game, there are still 3 money balls and 3 fireballs available for each team. Arabia used a money ball in the top half of the first, but we're tied 0-0. Akeem Bostic gets his first start of his Baseball United career. He's been good in relief. 6 squares, 3 hits, 2 earned, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts for Mr. Bostic. Pitched against Karachi last. Now he goes up against a Mideast Falcons team that's led off by the right fielder Alejandro De Aza. Munenori Kawasaki, the second baseman, hits second. Left fielder Jake Jelly hits third. First baseman Shuhei Fukuda cleans up. Center fielder is Federico Celli. DH is Hiro Nakajima. Shortstop is Minato Tanai. Third baseman is Gregory Cano. And the catcher, Carlos Gozon. Let's play as De Aza bats first, and he bats ninth. That is a just miss on the first toward the hands. Out of the hand of Bostic, 1-0. De Alza swings through the second. He was over 2 but walked twice in game 1. Bostic, the former big leaguer, been involved with Baseball United for a couple of years, makes De Alza sweep at that. Goes back to our All-Star Showcase at the historic Ring of Fire Cricket Stadium in Dubai back in November of 2023. 1-2 indoors, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bostic into his wide. De Alza bounces toward the first base bag, just foul. Thanks for being with us tonight. Z in India, the Dubai Sports Channel here in the UAE, Spo TV in Korea, Meridiano in Venezuela, Tokyo Broadcasting System in Japan, streaming live across the world, baseballunited.com. 2-2, skip ball, clip the ankle of De Alza. And Alejandro De Alza wears one. Each starter has hit a man with a pitch. In the first, De Alza boards ahead of Kawasaki. He's taken a couple off the lower leg, foot over the last couple of games. 24th professional season for De Alza. He's tough. Saul, one of our athletic trainers, checks him out, and Ruben Rivera gives him the fist bump as he arrives next to Jacob Teeter at first base. Teeter's on the first base bag, holding him on. Myra's at second, good at short, Darden at third, Aaron's behind the dish. Robles, Marcelo, Cipriota left to right in the outfield. Kawasaki in the box, showing bunt with that banana yellow bat. And catches a little piece of it, frustrated with himself for foul tipping. Kawasaki against Mumbai had a sacrifice bunt opportunity. Ended up popping one up to Brantley Bell. Blue Jays legend trying to lay something down. Darden's in on the green turf at third. Bostic out of a high set. And the runner moves, pitch low, throw to second, save. De Alza, who was caught stealing in the first game of the day, this time beats the throw and the tag of Good. Throw from Branca, tag from Good were basically identical in game 1. They basically threw it behind De Alza when he dove in head first. First time Good allegedly got the tag on the foot before the hand reached the base. This time the glove never hits the shoes of De Alza. Kawasaki still thinking bunt. This one pretty good. Third base side of the mound. Bostic grabs, goes to first, does get the out done there. Sacrificial work, Kawasaki lays it down, and ADA moves to third base. Falcons have the go-ahead run 90 feet away. Jelly with the stick, 1 out. Bostic twists the first down into the turf. Jake Jelly, game 1, 1 for 3, scored a run, struck out twice. Bostic in this 0-0 game. Scoots out over the outside corner, says Zizadek doing the balls and strikes. 1-1. 0-0 on the scoreboard, bottom half of the first. Game 17 of 18 in the Baseball United regular season. That's skipped down toward the plate, and it's 2-1 on Jake Jelly, the kid out of East Grand Forks, Minnesota. 24-year-old. Trying to drive home a run for the Falcons. Bostic on the mound for the Wolves. Trying to tempt him. Jelly resists, moves out to 3-1. Akeem Bostic out of Florence, South Carolina, 30 years young. Comes to Jelly, hits it high into the Dubai night. This is plenty deep to score the run. Marcelo gets back, makes the easy squeeze. And Alejandro De Alza tags up without a throw. Mideast Falcons 1, Arabia Wolves 0. Sack bunt followed by a sack fly. And the Mideast Falcons manufacture the opening run of this ball game. Deaza hit by a pitch, steals a base. Kawasaki lays something down. Jelly airs one out. And now Shuhei Fukuda taking low. He is 1-0. The Falcons in position now to qualify for the United Series. There's a little drizzler left side. Third baseman Darden makes a nice play. Fukuda moving a little bit better now. Almost legs it out. We're headed to the second. Falcons leading by 1.
Get ready, baseball fans. The game's about to change. Baseball United Season 1. Live from Dubai. 4 world-class teams. International stars and non-stop action under the lights. Catch every hit, pitch, and home run. Baseball United Season 1.
Dennis Cook and the Mideast Falcons enjoying a 1-0 lead in the top half of the second. Pito Cipriota and co trying to change that. Vinny Aaron's Michael Robles to follow against Kazuki Yabuta. Misses down in the first. He's stranded 2 in scoring position in the top half of the first. Got good to fly out to right field to Deaza, who scored on the sac fly by Jelly to make it a 1-0 Falcons lead. Down in the basement again, Yabuta 2-0. Cipriota, the man from Buenos Aires, Argentina, where we know they're watching today. Hello, everyone watching in Buenos Aires on BaseballUnited.com. Lashed foul into the Wolves bullpen by Pito. Cipriota, tough one, 0 for 4 in game 1, hit into a double play. 2-1 deal, and Cipriota whips it back to the screen. This is inning 2 of a 7-inning game. If Mideast wins it, they are guaranteed a spot in the championship series December 12th through 14th. Arabia has to win it for tomorrow's 4 o'clock game to be meaningful. Wolves have to win both of the final 2 in this series to advance and play the Mumbai Cobras. All full now. John McLaren, Hector Barrios watching as Cipriota prepares for the payoff from Yabuta. Ready comes fastball, lofted, shallow center. Celli scooters in, and Federico Celli makes the play on the pop. 3 straight retired by Kazuki Yabuta after hitting Myro and walking Dart. 1 up, 1 down in the second. Vinny Aaron's gets his chance. And Aaron's goes golfing after the first he sees. Alejandro Deaza pitches the tent, extinguishes the fire. Gone is Aaron's, and things are looking smooth for Yabuta. 2 outs in the second. Robles. He's the latest to come to the box in a game that has not yet featured a hit. It'll be Chelly, Nakajima, and Tanai in the bottom half of the second. Zizadek says Steve Reich. Robles out of Obregon, Sonora, Mexico, where our very own Eddie Diaz is having his jersey number retired, number 42 by Yaquis de Obregon. Congratulations to Eddie. Player development is his role with Baseball United, baseball operations. He's really the man that makes it all go. There's a bouncer that goes right to Yabuta, and it's quick and easy for him. 5 straight retired for Kazuki Yabuta. Chelly leads off for Mideast Falcons team up by 1.
As we welcome our Baseball United cheerleaders.
You're a good soldier, choosing your battle. Pick yourself up and dust yourself off and back in the saddle. You're on the front line, everyone's watching. You know it's serious, we're getting closer, this isn't over. The pressure's on, you feel it, but you got it all, believe it. When you fall, get up, oh, oh, and if you fall, get up, eh, eh. Samina, mina, sangalewa, 'cause this is Africa. Samina, mina, eh, eh, waka, waka, eh, eh. Samina, mina, sangalewa, anawa, ah, ah. Samina, mina, eh, eh, waka, waka, eh, eh. Samina, mina, sangalewa, it's time for Africa.
I'm well on my journey, biggie, biggie mama, 1 A to Z. My sister's all on my journey, biggie, biggie mama, from east to west. My tea, waka, waka, my waka, waka, my Sangin' since summer, Zimbabwe, yeah. 'Cause this is Africa. Samina, mina, eh, eh, waka, waka, eh, eh. Samina, mina, sangalewa, anawa, ah, ah. Samina, mina, eh, eh, waka, waka, eh, eh. Samina, mina, sangalewa, this time for Africa.
Baseball United cheerleaders.
Back into action now. Bottom of the segments from the Baseball United cheerleaders. Thanks to all who have participated in the cheerleading program this year, and thanks to our Director of Entertainment, Frankie Ramirez. Akeem Bostic against Federico Chelly. And the first one to Chelly drops in over the inside edge, 0-1. Chelly, the man with the 8-run home run in game number 1. Taking his first at-bat of game number 2, center fielder takes that. Pebbles skipping on the pond. 1-1, Bostic hit Deaza. Deaza stole second. Kawasaki sacrificed him to third. Jelly hit a sac fly out to center. That's how the Falcons scored the only run of this game so far. Bostic 2-1 now on Jelly. Akeem rotates and fires, and Jelly whips it foul between Jose Alvarez and the third base bag. Chelly, another look at that 8-run home run, the first in the history of professional baseball. Came in the first inning of this key doubleheader. And Chelly, they never looked back after that swing. Arabia ended up outscoring them 5-1 the rest of the way, but the Moneyball Grand Slam, accounting for 8 of the 9 runs, that propelled the Falcons to the victory. 3-2 now on Federico, the Italian stallion. This one looping high in the air, but shallow right. And caught by the glove of Cipriota. Chelly goes down in his first duel against Bostic. That'll give Nakajima the stick. Nakajima 3 for 4 with 3 base hits in game 1 of this doubleheader. He takes the first for a strike called. Nakajima was at first base, played well there as well. Down in the turf to him. 1 ball and 1 strike. The DH out of Itami, Japan. Thinks about one. It is ruled a strike by Z. 1-2 on Nakajima-san with Minato Tanai waiting next. And Gregory Cano in the hole. 1-0 Falcons. Bottom half 2. 7 innings on the card tonight. Inside, Nakajima goes even. Win and in for the Falcons. Arabia trying to keep their postseason hopes alive. Nakajima swats a bouncer. Darden crossed the diamond. Both hurlers looking pretty good so far. That is 5 in a row, though 2 of them have been sacrifices. Set down by Bostic. Yabuta set aside 5 in a row as well. Minato Tanai had a sacrifice fly in game 1. 0 for 3, but got the only run in for the Falcons outside that 8-run home run by Federico Celli. 1-0 on Tanai. Bostic. Well up to him. 30th pitch now on the way from Akeem Bostic to Minato Tanai. 2-0, and Barranca was catching in game 1. Aaron's catching here in game 2, and Aaron's frames it, but can't get the call. 3-0. Bostic, 4-pitch walk. I'll snap the streak of guys set aside. It's the first walk for Akeem Bostic, and each pitcher has put 2 men on. There's still no hits in this game, but walk and a hit by pitch for each guy. Gregory Cano, he struggled in game 1, committed a couple of errors at third base, 0 for 3. With the Baseball United band going, Cano trying to get on track. Runner goes, and Cano bounces it away, foul down the right side. Tanai will have to head back to first. 1-0 Mideast Falcons. De Asa has scored the only run of the game, driven in by Jelly. Bostic checks over to first. Good lead for Tanai. Held on by Teeter. There he goes again. Pitch hits off the glove of Aarons and dribbles back to the screen. Tanai wants third. He's safe. Play was going to be close at third base, and the ball escapes out of the glove of Taylor Darden. How about that for aggressive base running? Pitch was outside. Aarons should have squeezed that. Passed ball and an error to boot. I think Tanai would have been in there even had the ball stayed in the glove of Darden. Tanai, excellent base running. The young Yokohama DNA Bay Stars prospect on third for Cano. And Gregory takes outside. He's at an advantageous position now, 2-1. Runner on third, 2 outs. Bostic to Cano, hit pretty sharply, but right at Teeter. First baseman gobbles it up. Gets the 3 unassisted to end the square. Tanai left on third. Will go to the third. Mideast 1, Arabia nothing.
Get ready, baseball fans. The game's about to change. Baseball United Season 1. Live from Dubai. 4 world-class teams. International stars and non-stop action under the lights. Catch every hit, pitch, and home run. Baseball United Season 1.
Fireballs in play as we start the top half of the third. Joey Zanaboni, joined by Baseball United CEO, chairman, and co-founder Cash Shake.
Joey, we're back. Joey, check out my shirt. I got it from Misono.
This is awesome.
It's Japanese. You know what it says?
Go Falcons.
Let's play baseball.
That's wonderful. Antonio Barranca takes a strike.
Here you go. Check it out. Let's play baseball. Thank you to Isono for this shirt.
Sweet look.
So many Japanese fans in the house tonight representing the Falcons. Falcons 1 win away, Joey. I'm sure you talked about it.
And they're 1 strike away from the bottom half of the third. Strikeout immediately ends the inning. Yabuta against Barranca just misses 1-2. Only doubleheader of the regular season. Of course, it has playoff implications abounding. Very exciting today at the ballpark.
Yeah, it's been high energy since the start, Joey. See this fireball. And the crowd this morning was awesome. I mean, this afternoon was awesome, man. They were into it from the beginning. Obviously, that 8-run homer, the grand slam on the money ball, got everybody pumped up. And now the Falcons fans can taste it, Joey. Falcons versus the Cobras would be what people predicted to start the year. The Wolves trying to sneak in.
Third inning of a 7-inning game. Barranca has worked it to 3-2. Yabuta trying to send us to the bottom half of the third. Fireball just misses.
And Joey, remember, you predicted the Wolves were going to win this series. I predicted the Falcons.
Did I?
We have our friendly French fry bet, American Garden French fries for whoever wins. So right now I'm in the lead, man.
Hubert Krasinski going to come in and run for Antonio Barranca. Noah Marcelo comes to the dish. Nothing's decided yet. Wolves look better at the end of game 1, but that 8-run home run by Federico Chili. How special is that? We've been waiting for a 6-run home run or an 8-run home run. We finally got one.
That was pretty magical, man. I was so happy for Mr. Cheli to make history for Baseball United and for baseball. First 8-run home run. I'm sure there'll be some headlines about it tonight and tomorrow around the world, around the baseball world especially. So congrats to Federico.
Hey, good for him. Had been struggling with the bat and broke out of it in the biggest way humanly possible. 2-0 on Marcelo. Wolves played better at the end of the game, and they're trying to find a way to overcome a much narrower deficit, down 1-0 in the top half of the third with the top of the order out.
Well, Joey, that's the crazy thing about Baseball United and the money ball and our new rules, because even though it seemed like the Wolves were so far out of it, they got a couple guys on late in the game, and then all of a sudden the tying run came to the plate. There were 6 runs down, 2 men on, and they called a money ball, so the tying run was at the plate. And that's what's so exciting about this new brand of baseball that we're bringing to this region and to the world. Teams are rarely out of it.
Had a chance to tie it in the 7th, had a chance to go ahead in the 5th when they had the bases loaded, a money ball.
That's right.
In play as well. All deuces, and Marcelo's just going to stay alive.
Joey, man, it's been crazy how many runners have been left on base and runners left in scoring position. We talked about it the other night. I think that's probably the biggest thing that's been driving the managers crazy, just the amount of ducks that are being left on the pond.
Good phrase.
That was a Joe Manek phrase, man.
I recognized it from somewhere. Yabuta goes 3-2 now with Marcelo.
Some of these Falcon fans, I feel like they camped out last night, Joey. They've been here all morning, all afternoon, all night. This young lady with the Falcons towel, I feel like she's been holding it there behind home plate literally for 24 hours.
The runner, great play by Yabuta to snare that. Tonight, 1-2
Yes,
to
sir.
first. How about that? Wow.
Another web gem.
Major stuff from Yabuta on the snag, and the runner was moving. Good speed for Gorzinski. Still beats the beats the runner there, and then on to Fukuda from Tanai. Great stuff from the Falcons. Suddenly 2 outs on the board.
Well, Joey, Yabuta is my pick for pitcher of the season thus far. If he has a great outing, strong outing tonight, he may wrap it up. As we mentioned last night on the broadcast, the award for the best pitcher in season 1 is the Mariano Rivera Award, named after one of our co-founders and one of the greatest pitchers in history, New York Yankee legend. 19 years with the Yankees.
17 innings for Yabuta, still just 1 run against him. And that was when he was not actually in the game. He was responsible for McNeely on second against Mumbai. Brantley Bell came in against another pitcher and drove him in. That 1-0 loss for the Falcons. That's Rivera-esque, 17
right.
with 1 run. 1-2 on Paul Myro, and he'll even up with 2 outs.
There's a couple pitchers on Mumbai, as you know, Joey, that have pitched great as well, particularly late in the game, late in the innings. Their middle relief and late inning combos have been awesome.
Myro, the latest to go down against Yabuta. The best starter in Baseball United since the bottom half of the 3rd. We'll be back with Baseball United CEO, Chairman, and co-founder Cash Shank after this.
All right, fans, it's time to check out the first base line, where we have Benny the Falcon and Rocky the Wolf ready for our Pizza Hut delivery dash. Tonight's contestant is Simon Harper. The goal is for Simon to beat Benny and Rocky to third base while not dropping the Pizza Hut delivery box. Are you ready? On your mark, get set, go! Come on, Simon, let's go!
And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they say,
And Simon's the winner!
and they say that.
Congratulations, Simon. You and your family have just won a free large pizza, courtesy of Pizza Hut.
Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it and my folks locked down. I never went nowhere, but they saying Luda's back. Blame it on that contour, the hood call it Luda Yak. And I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down, like strippers' booties go. My verses still be serving, tight like a million virgins. Last time on a college remix.
Third Pizza Hut delivery dash, taking us to Akeem Bostic back on the mound.
The big man, one of my favorite guys out here, Akeem Bostic, true gentleman, LinkedIn savant. He's always on
Really?
LinkedIn. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Making some great commentary and posts, and still got it. Used to be in the New York Mets organization.
And he's linked in with Vinny Aaron's. Misses on the first to Carlos Garzon. 1-0 to count to match our score. Garzon lofts it. Should be the first out of the frame. Robles in. Good out. Robles with the play. Joey Zanaboni alongside Baseball United CEO, Chairman, and co-founder Cash Shank. Talking about postseason awards, talking about really good pitching. I can't wait for that Mumbai versus maybe Arabia, maybe Mideast series. We were talking about other great pitchers. Brandon Caminero, he was actually out here to support his good friend Blake Purnell in the first game. Both of them are from Florida. He's been excellent for Mumbai. How special is that to see the other players out here supporting during this doubleheader?
It's been awesome, man. And Brandon in particular has been getting a lot of support. I don't believe he's given up a run yet. Has he given up a run?
I do not believe so. Deaza drops something down. Tough play. Darden, bare hand, throw
Hey,
wide at
save.
first. Teeter corralled, but he's safe.
The baseball gods paid back Mr. Deaza because last game, in the first game of the doubleheader, he got called out at first when it looked like he was safe. And now karma came back to him, Joey.
It always does.
He was not happy. That's the most unhappy I've seen Deaza after that call. He had a couple tough calls go against him last game.
One at second base, and then he got the stolen base in this game. Kawasaki was showing bunt, dances out of the way of that to the screen. That's been a problem for Arabia. And Deaza to second unchallenged.
I met Blake Burnell's parents before the game and found out that his father grew up in, guess,
Houston, Texas.
in Houston, Texas, on the north side, just down the road from where I grew up.
Wow.
So went to high schools that competed in the same district. So that was pretty cool.
Small worlds.
They're in town all the way from the States. They've been here a week. They leave tomorrow, hoping they can see the Wolves advance into the playoffs here.
Kawasaki-san at 2-0 now. He put down a sack bunt to move ADA second to third back in the first.
Kawasaki's been great this whole season, on and off the field. Nakajima's been amazing, batting over 400 now. I hit him.
Kind of a cricket pitch there. A bounce
Yeah.
and into the backside of Kawasaki. It'll be first and second.
Yeah, that one got bowled over there instead of pitched. Nakajima, you know, he's known for all of his home runs. As you know, Joey, in Japan and NPB hit over 200 home runs in NPB. But he's been Mr. Singles hitter for us this year. Well,
Had 3 of them in game 1.
Yes, three for 3, I believe, or at least the first 3 at-bats were singles. And both Kawasaki and Nakajima, over 40 years old, still playing great.
And I wonder if something might be wrong with Bostic. Saul, the athletic trainer, is out there. And you see a guy miss like that a couple of times. You do start to worry. Hector Barrios out to check on him, and he made a little signal to the bullpen for somebody to start getting ready on his way out.
Yeah, he's done. Shoot, that stinks. He's limping off a little bit.
The number of arms has been a concern for Arabia. This is tough. They have to play 4 games in 3 days, doubleheader today, and they lose their starter with just 1 out in the bottom half of the third. Bostic out of the game, seemingly because of injury, with Mideast up 1-0 and threatening with first and second. Joey Zanaboni alongside Cash Shake, and you hate to see this, Cash, but like you said, great guy, tough guy, good pitcher. You know he wanted to be out there, good competitor.
Yeah, this is tough for Arabia. It's back-to-back games where their starter didn't go very long. And as you mentioned, in the doubleheader with the game tomorrow, that's the last thing that John McLaren wanted. He wanted to get some depth out of that starter, but he's going to have to go to the bullpen. They've got some arms, and they can keep it close. That's all they want to do.
And this is where you really are thankful that Gillian Vernet was so good for them last night.
That's right.
6 innings, 1 hitter.
That's right.
I mean, he was lights out maybe the start of the season. So that preserves you something in the bullpen. We have not yet seen guys like Angelo Cabral in this doubleheader. So there's some options out there for John. And we'll see how he wants to play it, keeping in mind that they would have to win the game tomorrow as well.
Yep. But if they lose tonight, it's all over. So this is kind of an elimination game. So game 6 when you're down 3-2 type of a vibe. And John McLaren's going to do everything that he can to get. I'm just getting the word from Herbie Pilata, actually, Joey. It looks like a hamstring. I saw him limping off. It was a hamstring with Akeem Bostic, which that's so tough, man, because he wanted to come out probably his last start of the year. He wanted to come out strong, and hopefully he heals up soon, man. But now you got the local boy on the mound.
Sean Fekete warming up as the Mideast Falcons prepare to send Jake Jelly to the plate. Fekete from Budapest, Hungary, makes his home here in the UAE, and it is always cool to see some of these local guys get their chance.
Yeah, you know what? He's pitched a lot of games, pitched a lot of innings. The ERA is a little higher than he'd like, but he's a gamer. Still pretty young in his international and professional experience, and the Wolves would love for him to come through now, Joey. Keep this game close, give him a shot. Only 7 innings again in the second game of a doubleheader, which changes things a lot, Joey. When 7 innings, when you still got 3 money balls, you still got 3 fireballs, games can be explosive, and they can also end quickly with the new rules and the shortened innings.
5 1/3 this year for Fekete. 8 runs, 8 earned. He's given up 8 hits, and he's tasked with bridging the gap after Akeem Bostic exits with an apparent hamstring injury. Not quite the supermoon we had a couple of nights ago, but that is beautiful, isn't it, over the UAE?
The moon and the sunsets here in Dubai are amazing, man. 4:20, 4:30 at the ballpark. The sunset is magical. It's truly like a field of dreams. And then right about now, 7:45, the moon starts to get that glow, and it's awesome, Joey.
Great shot from Josh Hall and his crew. Just think, one day we'll be living up there, right?
Yep, you and Elon. Elon will be at Mars, I guess, but
Baseball United games on the moon one day, right?
Well, really appreciate all these fans, man. We've never had a doubleheader before. Coming in early, staying late with us here. That's an awesome shot there too, Joey. Staying late with us here. Try to see the Middies Falcons make it to the United Series, or the home team, the Wolves, giving themselves a shot to get in tomorrow.
Win clinches it for Mideast. Arabia's got to win this for tomorrow's 4 o'clock game to have any meaningful impact for the postseason, though, of course, it's going to be very meaningful as it wraps up this first regular season for Baseball United. As you noted, this is the first time we've ever done a doubleheader, so I had to ask some of the Falcons, how do you say doubleheader in Japanese?
Oh, did you learn it?
Ishiai.
What is it?
Ishiai.
Ishiai.
Ishiai here today.
Ishiai. Perfect. Konnichiwa. Arigato. So many awesome Japanese fans. Look, we got some fans also from South Korea as well here. Japanese fans. Folks from Taiwan. East Asia has been representing. Oh, the evil empire is here as well. Yankees fans. Come on.
A lot of Yankees caps floating around
man.
Dubai, for better or for worse.
Yeah, you know, that's one of the most magical brands in the world, man, no matter what you think about the Yankees. Their hats are all over Dubai Mall. Fireball, baby.
Wolves are putting it back in play. Fireball once again in a pivotal moment. Fekete against Jelly, a strikeout would end the inning and extricate them from this 1-out, 2-aboard situation.
Falcons are really starting to be that regional team that's building a fan base in this first season, Joey, which is pretty exciting to see.
Representing Abu Dhabi, I had a chance to visit there last week. What a great town. Jelly swings through, 0-1.
Amazing town, and that town is on fire right now with F1 this weekend. Shout out to Zach Brown and the McLaren team that were here with us on Tuesday. It feels like years ago when Zach was here.
That does feel like a long time ago.
They're going for the Drivers' Championship tomorrow.
Best of luck to McLaren Racing. That is down, and 1-1 is the count on Jake Jelly, who has the sac fly RBI for the only run of the game.
What shows the power of how we're constructing these rosters, Joey. We intentionally put about 60% of the Mideast roster with Japanese players, and obviously that's brought a great following.
Jelly dollops one down the right field line. That goes to the Axis side. Deaza scores. Kawasaki has the windmill from Alvarez. Here's your throw. Save!
Let's go! Look
Monkey
at
never
Kawasaki.
crab.
Yes, sir. With the yellow shirts behind him in Diamond Club. The banana shirts are there to celebrate with Kawasaki.
44-year-old with wheels scores on an extra base hit by Jelly. He ends up on third. Good piece of hitting, and it's a 3-0 Falcons lead.
Well, Joey, like we were saying, man, the Falcons, they have the Japanese fans, but now they're also getting the local fans behind them. And we'll see some more of that next year as we construct these rosters. Now we got the money ball for another one of our top Japanese stars who's had a great season.
Shuhei Fukuda into the box. Each team has now used one money ball, one fireball. And the money ball misses to Fukuda. We got a fan leaning up there. Excitement is building.
You got to get off the net. There you go.
Watch out. Fukuda stings one back. Luckily to the other part of the net.
Well, we had a fan like fully in there, you know, a couple games ago, as you know, Joey, and the ball snapped back at her. So trying to make sure people know not to get that close. That guy was almost at home plate.
Leaning through the screen. Falcons fans excited. Jelly's driven in all three for them. Fukuda takes the money ball, lifts it with one out. It's just out into very shallow center. Myro gets to it, and no chance for Jelly to tag. 2 down, Jelly to the plate.
Joey, one thing we might do next year is also bring a lot more Korean players, a lot more players from Taiwan, and really start to architect these teams so that they can really connect with their following back home, as well as all the great expats and immigrants here in this great country. 90% of this country is made up of expats, people who are not Emirati. Truly the world's #1 melting pot.
Jewel of the World, Dubai. I know there was a Japanese festival in the city today that was well attended, and
really,
good part of the day for the community. I know a few folks came over here from the festival and had a great time at the first game of the day and at this one.
That's awesome, man. From November to February, every day, every weekend, there's so much going on in Dubai. Also makes it tough for us because there's so much going on.
Right.
But, you know, the weather's perfect, and it's just 3 years in a row, the #1 tourist destination in the world is Dubai.
Great to meet folks from all over the world, from East Grand Forks, Minnesota, to Rimini, Italy. The man from Rimini, Celli, works an easy walk out of the hand of Fekete. Now it's corners for Nakajima.
Yes. Hiroyuki Nakajima, man. I love this guy. Always has a smile on his face. Been such an ambassador for the game here. He broke his bat last game, Joey, and it came right to me, and I asked him to sign it, and I had Chiharu Yamamura, our head of Japan operations, run up to a super fan of Nakajima that was here, and he almost cried. He was so happy. It was such a nice moment, man.
That's really sweet.
He ended up actually being a gentleman who works for the Japanese embassy in Jordan, who flew into town to watch the Falcons play this weekend. So it was pretty cool, man.
Fantastic the way the word's getting out. And so many have come out to support. Nakajima had nothing in one after reaching, even up at a ball and a strike.
Look at this dude batting .440. He's batting his age. Is he 44 or is he 43?
He's 43. He's batting over his age.
All right. That would have been a nice prop bet, side bet we could have had, Joey. Will Nakajima bat over his age? He's been clutch too, man. See if he comes through right here.
Looking for his first hit of game 2 after 3 in game 1. There goes the runner from first. Pitches a strike. And just some pump faking by Aarons. Celli ends up on second.
Hey, he didn't fake out our camera crew. Great job. They were on top of it. Shout out to our camera crew. All these cameramen that Josh Hall and our team and Zohaib and everybody's taught them the game and the process of shooting the game and filming the game, which is pretty awesome.
Look great.
Now they're experts.
1-2 on Nakajima. 2 out, 2 in scoring position. Bottom third. Fekete to Nakajima. Ground ball. Hole it short. Get on through, Mr. Baseball.
Mr. Single.
Jelly scores. Jelly scores.
Wow.
5-0 Falcons.
Nakajima comes through again. I think he's had 44 singles in a row. As we mentioned, he's been clutch. And he comes through again. Squeaks it through the left side of the infield, and he will get a designated runner, I'm sure.
Yes, indeed. Yo Kanahara in for Nakajima, who's celebrating in the dugout. Wolves are on the ropes.
Man, 2 games in a row. Hey, there's a gentleman with the broken bat that I gave. There you go. How you doing?
Walking by along with Rocky and Benny, a couple of the mascots. Anato Tanai lashes one back off the feet of the Mesh Monster.
That's why you don't grab the net.
Hit a line drive, straight back. Tanai, he's going to walk in this game.
Hey, what about Yo Kanahara, one of our TBS prospects that won our reality show in Japan from TBS Birthday. Shout out to Tokyo Broadcast. And Yo's done a great job as the designated runner for the Falcons. Scored a bunch of runs, and he's living out his dream playing on a professional field with professional players. Awesome. Awesome for Yo and his family.
He's been primarily the designated runner. He's been busier than a lot of players here.
Yes.
For Fukuda and Nakajima especially.
Yep.
Coming in temporarily. 4 runs in this bottom half of the third. Tanai trying to add 2, and he's even up 2-2.
Kawasaki's 44, but he wants to run. He's waved off the designated runner plenty of times. Look, the chicken dance is getting infectious here at Baseball United Ballpark. We got, man, people are learning all the little chants and everything, man.
There goes Kanahara, and he'll get the swipe at second as Tanai goes to 3-2.
Right on cue. Shout out to Yo Kanahara and TBS Plan D winner.
Very entertaining reality show. Players went through a variety of baseball competitions. Kanahara 1 of 3 from the Plan D tryout series.
Yep. The only batter and other 2 were pitchers, and they've all played well out here. We're going to do that again, Joey.
You're talking about both the 3-2 pitch and the reality series, right?
Yes, exactly. I'd like to do the reality series in other countries as well. India, maybe Pakistan. Maybe here in the UAE.
Give more guys like Sean Fekete a chance.
Right.
Tanai, pop fly.
Sean just trying to get out of this now. There we go.
Teeter will make the squeeze and foul territory. 8 bat for the Falcons. They add 4 and lead 5-0. Joey Zanaboni and Baseball United CEO, Chairman, and co-founder Cash Shake back at Baseball United Ballpark in the 4th.
Get ready, baseball fans. The game's about to change. Baseball United Season 1. Live from Dubai. 4 world-class teams. International stars and non-stop action under the lights. Catch every hit, pitch, and home run. Baseball United Season 1.
Top of the 4th, Falcons are cooking. Dennis and his squad out hitting Arabia 3-0, leading 5-0 as Yabuta challenges Darden, Teeter, and Good. 3-4-5 duo for the Wolves in this top half of the 4th and middle inning in a 7-inning game.
Dennis seemed like he made all the right calls last game, Joey. Had that great call for the money ball with the bases loaded, got the money ball grand slam. Had a great fireball call. He's locked in. He and John McLaren are great friends, both part of the Polish national team program as well. I saw the president of the Polish Federation here. Got to meet him before the game. But they definitely want to beat each other, that's for sure.
Yeah, Dennis, I overheard him talking to another manager, Jay Bell, earlier today, and Dennis is very modest. He said, I got the easy job. All I do is write their names down on the card. They do the rest. But there's more to it than that, especially with the rule play innovations and the way that he encourages and also challenges guys. Heard him earlier today challenging a couple of players when there were some mistakes. He keeps them sharp. That's a high towering fly. Shallow left should be Tanai's, and it's 1 out as the dangerous Darden goes away quietly.
Yeah, I've noticed that today the intensity's been heightened, Joey, on both sides. Darden popped that one up, man. The last couple games have been really tough for Darden. We jinxed him. We gave him the broadcaster jinx when we said he was a front runner in the MVP race, but he's still got a couple innings to try to show what he can do.
Yeah, you wonder if fatigue is a factor for the Arabia Wolves. 8 o'clock game last night, and then a doubleheader today starting at 3. Fall behind early, you're going uphill the entire time.
Yeah.
There's not really been any signs of wear from Teeter, who had 3 hits, and could send one out of the park in a hurry. But overall, I mean, it's been a long couple of days, whereas the Falcons are rested.
Who scheduled these guys, man? Who's the guy that made this schedule?
A mystery we'll never know. Tanai makes another squeeze and a pop-up. And it's 2 up and 2 down. Yabuta continues to cruise.
Obviously, one of our strategies, Joey, was to start the season with the subcontinent series, India, Pakistan, Mumbai, Karachi. And then we wanted to end the season with the UAE series, Abu Dhabi versus Dubai, the Sheikh Zayed Road rivalry. And it's actually worked out really well because now this series obviously is going to decide who's in the championship. So we couldn't be more happy how things have unfolded here in season 1.
Can't believe we're at the final weekend of the regular season.
I know,
All
man.
comes down to this. Elimination game here for the Arabia Wolves. Mideast can punch a ticket into the postseason against Mumbai. It's gone by in a flash, hasn't it?
It's gone by so quickly, man. Like everything, you know, I always say days go by slow, weeks go by fast, and these 4 weeks, 3.5 weeks have really flown by. And I'm hoping Arabia can make a run for it in these last 3 innings to give the home team here a shot. The home fans want it. They're having fun no matter what.
Yeah, so are their fans, hoping they'll climb back into it. It's been good, like Elliott. And Elliott Good taps on fallen 0-2 to stay alive.
The dancing has increased as each game has gone by as well.
I'd like to think I was part of inspiring that.
You were. The Joey dance definitely inspired it. More people singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" than ever, which always, like I talk about, that's one of the coolest parts for me to witness. Seeing fans stand up, singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," doing the cheers, the chants, saying "Charge." People are learning baseball, which is pretty awesome.
1-2 fastball from Yabuta just misses. Trying to face the minimum for the 3rd straight inning.
He's locked in today, man. He's doing exactly what they hoped that he would do.
Deuce is down, and he loads it up.
Dennis Cook told me that Yabuta was going to be his man on the night game tonight, the second game, the doubleheader. He thought he'd be the one to lock it up for the Falcons.
3-2, Good fights it off, and it's a good strategy from Dennis. I know you win the first game. Maybe you say, all right, let's save the main guy, the ace, for a Sunday. But when you got the momentum, ride it.
Yep. Yep, they're going in for the kill right now.
I think he senses this Wolves lineup is vulnerable. Yabuta
And he
issues a walk. Has given away 3 of those to go with a hit by pitch, but still no hits in this game for Arabia.
Well, like we talked about, it's 5-0, but when you got the money balls, that is not a big lead at all. You get a guy on base, and then you can get a tying run up to the bat with the money ball in play. So Arabia's still got a lot of life.
Jacinto Cipriota up to the plate. The Argentinian outfielder has popped out to center in his only try so far.
I was talking to some of the Karachi coaches in between games, Joey. They're out here watching the guys, and they just tell me how much of a great time they had, great experience. You know, Karachi didn't play as well as we thought they would and that they wanted to. Only winning a couple games, only one after the opening night win. But the coaches were like, man, this was a great experience. We want to come back. We really hope this grows, and I appreciate that.
And they had some awesome individual performances. We saw Isaac Milburn pitch again last night. Still a lot to be proud of, even though they finished 2-7 on the year.
Well, I believe their team batting average was about $150. So that made it tough on the pitching staff. The bats got cold at the wrong time.
They did, and we were talking about it last time, maybe getting Jay Bell into the broadcast booth. Their manager is sticking around. Would love to get his thoughts on the overall experience. This was his first time with Baseball United. He seemed like he really enjoyed it.
Yes. I don't see him tonight. He's probably out with the whole Bell clan. Everybody's here from
All 50 of them.
Yeah, all 50 of the Bell families here with Brantley. I believe Brock's in town now, and grandkids, cousins, nephews, they're all probably having fun.
Deuces. And Yabuta misses out to Cipriota, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
We started jinxing him again now, Joey. We were talking all about Yabuta. Now, last 2 batters, he's throwing more pitches than he's accustomed to throwing. Wolves would love to get Cipriota on.
65th pitch en route from Yabuta. Runner moves, and Cipriota goes slashing toward the right field corner.
Oh!
It's fair. They'll try to score the run. Good. Comes on home. And Arabia Wolves make it 5-1.
De Aza trying to deke the umpire, saying it was foul. That's a veteran move there, but great call by the ump. That was easily inside the foul line.
Good swing from Cipriota. He's had a rough day with the bat, but breaks out of the 0-for-5 slump of the doubleheader with that missile, and that might get the Arabia offense going some. Cipriota, I know it's a doubleheader. Really, it's a triple header. He and I are going to a game together right after this.
No way.
Lionel Messi,
oh yeah,
his hero,
right.
is playing in the MLS Cup. I believe it's 11:30 local time. That'll start against the Vancouver Whitecaps, Miami, Vancouver. So Cipriota, his night's just getting started.
Well, I'd love to see him come across the plate and then rip off his shirt, soccer style, football style.
That's right.
Run around, high five the fans. Let's see. He might do it.
I'll say that Kawasaki celebration when he scored on the close play at the plant.
That was nice.
Extra base hit by Jelly. Ripping off the helmet like that was soccer-esque. Fly ball by Vinny Aarons. Ends the inning. About track power, but De Aza able to reel it in. Cipriota with an RBI double. He's left on second. Arabia on the board. Mideast 5. Arabia 1. Midway through the ball game.
Please welcome back our Baseball United cheerleaders.
Music make you lose control. Music make you lose control. Let's go.
Chubby waist, thick legs in shape, rump shaking both ways, make you do a double take. Planet rocker, showstopper, flow proper, head knocker, beats.
That's right, mama, we looking good, we looking good. Don't be afraid to dance now, you are on the dance cam. Hey! Don't be shy, don't be shy. Looking good in the Diamond Club. He put the worm on him. Shake, 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 shake.
She'll sing on acapella.
We dance our way into the bottom half of the 4th. That Falcons fan doing the worm.
Man, he was doing the chicken dance earlier. Now he's doing the worm. Pretty soon he's going to be doing the Joey.
That'll be the easiest thing he does all night.
I'm sure Josh will find a clip of the Joey somewhere.
Somewhere in the archives, right?
Yes.
Cano, Garzon, then the top of the order for a Falcons team that's seen its lead reduced slightly. 5-1. Midway point of the ball game. Cano takes toward the feet from Fekete. 1-0.
The Falcons have really been using Cano as the quarterback of the infield. Typically it's the shortstop, but you got the young prospect, 18-year-old Tanai playing shortstop. There you go, gets through. So I've been seeing them relay signs and commands and communication to Cano, who's been filtering it and passing it around the infield.
Good swing from Gregory there. Just through the wickets of Fekete off the mound for a base hit.
I don't see anybody warming up in the Wolves bullpen, Joey.
That's a little bit surprising.
It is surprising, man.
Keem Bostic had to exit this game early because of injury. Fekete, the first and only in relief so far.
They really can't afford to give up any more runs here. Only a 7-inning game. 3 more chances up to bat. They got to keep this one close.
Garzon takes her a second strike, 0-2. And Carlos popped out to left field in his first at-bat. That was right before the Falcons ignited a 4-run inning. Foul ball back. Garzon. Once again from Fekete. We'll have to wait. Back in time under the tag of Teeter is Gregory Cano. Joey Zanaboni alongside Baseball United CEO, Chairman and co-founder Cass Shake. Second of a doubleheader tonight. Garzon down on strikes.
Joey, I've followed my typical routine of not eating, because I don't eat all day until the end of the night. But with the doubleheader, man, it's gotten tougher. And right now I'm craving that pizza, man. I think I'm going to go full large beef pepperoni pizza from Pizza Hut at the end of this game.
Get a delivery dash made to the broadcast booth. I'll grab a slice of that. How about that?
I wanted to be healthy, man. My wife and son come in town tomorrow night, so I need to be lean and healthy for when they come in town, but I don't know.
Will they make it for the game?
No, they unfortunately are going to land around 11 p.m., so they won't make it tomorrow night, but they'll be here for the United Series, which we're really pumped up about.
Some time off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. United Series starts Friday. Get the tickets on the district app here in Dubai and baseballunited.com.
Time off for you, man. Not for the BU core team, man. These guys we're all going to be working. Maybe I'll give people Monday and Tuesday off. We got content to put out, social, field, baseball ops. Going to be a nice, strong last week of the season.
Cool highlights already out there at Baseball United on social media, including Chelly's 8-run home run.
I'm pumped to have my son out here. I ran him around the bases where they were supposed to be. They were marked out on the desert sand and dirt field out here over a year ago, and now we'll run him around again.
He got good speed?
Well, he was 4 months at that time, so I was carrying him. This time we're going to have a run.
Myro beats
Great
the speedy
play.
Deazo with a diving effort on the right side of the infield. Cano was moving with the pitch. He advances to second, but it costs the Falcons a second out.
Great play. A lot of great plays this doubleheader, Joey.
Yeah, defense for Arabia has been highlight worthy. Darden, Good, and Myro have all made at least one play that could qualify as one of the best plays of the season for any team.
That's right. Yeah, I ran my son around the bases holding him, but now he can walk and run, so we'll try.
Now you can break the stopwatch out for real.
Exactly.
You know, when I worked with John McLaren, I can't believe this was 7, almost 8 years ago now, Texas Air Hogs, powered by Beijing Shogun Eagles. It's an independent team in Texas that was affiliated with Team China. He talked about the importance of laying out for balls and how that shows guys who are lower-level professionals or guys just starting their careers. You have to do that in professional baseball. It's such an emphasis for him. And I know, even though the results haven't been there for John today, and I know he's such a competitor, he likes the way that these guys are diving around the field, sacrificing their bodies, keeping them in the game as Kawasaki moves ahead 2-1 with Cano on second.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Joey. One of the coolest things, even in a short season, 9 games, is watching these players take on the character and the identity of their managers. And these two teams have some tough, gritty managers, play the game the way it's supposed to be played, play the game hard, intense, and you see that in how both ball clubs have been playing.
Robles has been good out there in left field as well. He's going to lead off in the top half of the fifth. Things getting close in this 7-inning game to their conclusion. Falcons a few innings away from stamping a ticket to the postseason, trying to add a run. Bouncer up the middle, good.
Another good play.
Sidearm after the shuffle. Gets Kawasaki. We're through 4. Mid-East up by 4. Here in the final weekend of the regular season. Season 1. Baseball United.
Get ready, baseball fans. The game's about to change. Baseball United Season 1. Live from Dubai. 4 world-class teams. International stars and non-stop action under the lights. Catch every hit, pitch, and home run. Baseball United Season 1.
Top of the 5th, Yabuta with his team up 5-1, facing off against Robles, Paranca, and then the top of the order, Marcelo. Arabia needs some runs here, Cash.
Yep. This is a big inning for them.
And on cue, Michael Robles swings to the first pitch, but Jake Jelly, with room to spare, makes the play in front of the brother at your side.
Yabuta continues to be locked in. I wouldn't be surprised if they throw him at least through the 6th, Joey. Then maybe bring in Severino to close it out.
Saw Severino in game 1, and we've seen Yabuta throw as many as 95 pitches, the most that any pitcher has thrown this year.
Hey, Antonio Barranca went home with me last night. There was a little issue with one of the player shuttles. So the guys were waiting around, and I said, hey, man, whoever wants to jump in with me. So Stephen Larkin and Antonio Barranca jumped in with me, and I took him to the hotel, had a great conversation. Another awesome guy, very excited to be here, loving his time in Dubai. I don't know if I should be happy or unhappy. He said, this is way cooler than I thought it would be.
Buzzer over the mound. Kawasaki gets in on it and gets the second out. Well, I ended up in an Uber last night with 3 of the Wolves. Noah Marcelo said, all right, come on in, youngster.
Oh, yeah?
And he brought a couple of friends. We had a good ride back as well. Good bonding time with the guys.
That's awesome.
And Marcelo himself is up at the plate.
Yes. Well, you know, a lot of guys had different experiences in minor league ball, indie ball, international ball. So I think a lot of people didn't know what to expect, but people have been very happy with the whole experience, which is one of the big success criteria that we had coming in this season. Make sure the players had a great experience, coaches had a great experience, broadcasters had a great experience.
Scorers had a great experience.
Yes,
I'm looking
everybody.
at Carlos Mirabal. 2-0 as Yabuta misses down to Marcelo. He's over 2, he's grounded out, he's into a double play. It's well turned by Yabuta himself with the help of Tanai. That's a strike through, and it's 2-1. Well, it has been a great experience, and I think next weekend's going to be a great experience as well. It's going to be an intense series, very even series, regardless of if it's Arabia, Mid-East. We think right now it's going to be Mid-East.
Yep.
And it was a 2-1 series win for Mumbai when they first met. That being said, though, one of those games was a 1-0 classic, the one that Yabuta started. Could have gone either direction. I do think Mid-East will have a very good chance against Mumbai. Right now I'm thinking 55-45 in favor of Mumbai. Marcelo takes a walk. Can't get ahead of ourselves.
Okay, so that means I got to take Mid-East because we got to keep our
there you go.
French fry wagers going. I'll go with the Falcons if they make it through.
Now you got to ask me again on Friday morning before we start the series. I got to measure everything out.
Yeah, exactly.
See how everybody's feeling.
Well, you know, Mumbai is going to have a long layoff. They played on Thursday, right? So it's going to be more than a week before they take the field again. So they're going to try to stay loose, stay locked in.
very good vibe to that team. Now, they have struggled against Mideast pitching. I know they won the last game of the series 6-3, and that was the one that clinched things for them to get them into the postseason, as Myro takes on 0-1. But they scored all 6 of those runs in 2 innings. There's an error in there that helped them. Obviously, it's a home run. If they get the power swings, then I think it tilts in their favor. But the Falcons, look at guys like Jelly, Fukuda, Chelly now with the grand slam. If they can get some of those power swings as well. Nakajima has been swinging a great stick. I think that they could definitely take down the Cobras. Myro 2-1, Mail, center field. Chelly makes the play on the can of corn. We go to the bottom half of the 5th. Wolves will be down to their last 6 outs. Mideast, just a couple innings away from locking up a spot in the championship series. Back with Cash Shake after this.
It's time for the KFC Original Fan of the Game. Today's fan of the game is Hunter Cook. Hunter has just won himself a bucket of chicken, courtesy of KFC. Congratulations to you, Hunter, on being tonight's KFC Original Fan of the Game. There we go, Hunter, let's go! Come on, everybody do with them.
Pitching change for the Arabia Wolves, now on the mound, number 22 from California, the right-hander, Christian Scott.
Christian Scott, a.k.a. Scotty, on to pitch the bottom half of the 5th with his Arabia Wolves trailing 5-1. Fekete out of the game after the starter. Akeem Bostic exited early with injury. We saw Scott a couple of days ago before Arabia out on the mound against Karachi. 3 2/3 this year, 3 earned, 6 walks, and 1 strikeout.
Yeah, if Scott can throw strikes, he becomes a great pitcher for the Wolves. He's had a little trouble with control. Let's see what he's got tonight. Joey, we were talking about Cobras versus Falcons, and we always knew the Falcons were going to be deep with pitching as a fireball comes in. McLaren trying to get out of this inning quick. The question was, could their bats keep up with their pitching? And now their bats have gotten hot at the right time. So I think the Falcons are the clear favorites if they make it in.
The second fireball played by John McLaren in the Arabia Wolves. It's put into play against Jake Jelly. He keys up the 3-4-5 stretch for the Falcons. Strikeout would send us immediately on to the top half of the 6th. Jelly instead ropes one out to right. It drifts and it gets over Cipriota and bounces up over the fence. The Zeal sign couldn't keep it in. And Jake Jelly, wow, what a game. Sac fly RBI, 2 RBI triple, and now he adds a double to his resume.
And Jake is one of those guys that might be the league leader in facing fireballs and money balls combined, because he's seen a lot of both.
Awesome swing once again to the opposite field.
And right on cue, here comes a money ball for Mr. Fukuda.
Second of 3 that Dennis has played. Home run would make it 9-1.
Shuhei was wondering what the heck was going on with the ball changes, and now he realizes it's his money ball.
He's seen his share of money balls as well.
That's right.
2 home runs, including the only one inside the park. Whereas I believe they translated it in Japan. I like this, a running home run.
A running home run.
Hit it against Karachi. 2 outfielders collided, and he zoomed around the base paths basically unchallenged.
Yes. One of many awesome and memorable plays this season, Joey. We've had almost everything this year. Moneyball grand slam, no-hitter, inside the park home run.
Everything except for the home run derby.
That's right.
Still waiting on that.
Fireball strikeout to end the game the other night.
Yeah, that was a first.
Yeah, that was a first. And now, like you said, I don't know if we'll get there tonight. There's still a shot, but we have not had a tie game at the end of regulation for our home run swing off. Everything else we've got.
If the Wolves want a chance at that, they'll have to keep it contained. Jelly on second with nobody out, and a money ball. Fukuda loses his balance.
That's what happens when the money ball is in play. You try to even golf swing that one out over the fence. Baseball United band keeping the energy up in the Arabia Wolves section.
2-1. This drummed inside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Fukuda has grounded out and he's popped out, but positively, he's looking like he's moving around a lot better after dealing with a little hamstring injury over the last couple of weeks.
Oh man, walked on the money ball, Joey. That means the money ball stays in play. And the guy that's coming up already hit a money ball home run, a money ball grand slam in the first game of the doubleheader. Can Federico do it again, Joey?
Would be worth 6. And if he's a walk or a hit by pitch, runners will advance 2 bases apiece. That would also score Jelly.
Well, we were saying the other night on the broadcast that we hadn't had a money ball home run with 2 men on, so 6-run homer. Then Chelly one-upped it with the 8-run homer. Let's see if he can get a 6 right now.
Yo Kanahara is designated run-in at first for Shuhei Fukuda.
Ooh, I think that was a nice pitch that he could have tried to put over the left field wall. He was looking for a fastball. But that one hung up a bit.
Just kind of finessed through by Sky.
Yeah.
Nothing one on Chelly's over one with a fly on the wall.
Well, we were saying, Joey, that Scott, his challenge has been control at times. Walked the last batter, nobody's out. But now he's got Chelly down to 2 strikes, 0-2 with the money ball in play.
Chelly scored in the 3rd, hit the 8-run home run in the first inning of the first game. Oh-2. And Chelly fights it off.
A lot of off-speed stuff coming from Scott. Chelly's been doing well this season against the fastball, so probably a good call. As you mentioned, Shuhei, his hamstring injury. I see him after every half inning running down the line, stretching it out, trying to keep it loose. He's doing it again right now.
Kawasaki's helped him out. 0-2. Chelly again, a foul tip. Kawasaki yesterday on Instagram, he had kind of a funny moment. He put up a picture of Fukuda and said, "Monkey sometimes cramps," and showed Fukuda. Basically, he gave him a banana to help him not cramp.
I was on the Dubai Eye radio show on Friday, our weekly baseball program, and I was telling the story of Kawasaki's famous baseball meme, "Monkeys never cramp." The guys were looking at me kind of funny. I was like, you got to just watch the clip. So I sent it to them, and then they sent me a bunch of laughing emojis and a bunch of monkey emojis. So they loved it.
That was back when he was with the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yes, sir.
And it's one of the most memed videos ever.
Some Blue Jays fans behind home plate. As usual, every night I see Blue Jays jerseys here in the ballpark. There's somebody right there. Falcons and Blue Jays fans.
1-2. Chelly, a little bouncer with the money ball in play. Myro vacuums it up. Goes to first. Does advance the base runners. But the money ball goes off the field as Nakajima comes back to the dish.
One of the coolest moments for me this year, Joey, was when a super fan of the Blue Jays was here, who also is becoming a super fan of Falcons. And I talked to her as she was walking out. She said that Kawasaki is her all-time favorite player. I said, hey, come with me. Walked her on the field. Mune was an unbelievable gentleman. She took pictures with him, got a big hug, and she was in tears. She's got a baseball sign. Those are the type of memories that we want to create out here with Baseball United. And all the guys have been amazing, as we just got an intentional walk with Nakajima. Good call, because he's batting almost 500 on the year.
No surprise here. McLaren loads the bases, sets up the inning-ending double play with Minato Tanai hitting 154 coming up to the plate. Nakajima has to run for himself with Yo Kanahara, the designated runner, on second. That's down to Tanai, 1-0. Jelly's the lead man at third. Falcons looking to blow it open.
Bottom of the fifth inning, bases loaded.
Let's see what the rookie can do. The young prospect from the Yokohama Bay Stars. Gotten better each game. Played great in the field, Joey, and had one game when he broke out with his first homer. He would love to come through right here.
A pretty cool moment when he hit that ball over the left center field fence against Mumbai, part of a 7-3 victory. Ball bounces away from Aarons. Here's Jelly. He'll score without a throw.
Wow. Exactly what you didn't want to happen. We were talking last night about how the catchers have kept everything in front of them. That one got away from Aarons, and that's a costly run, man, because you only got a couple innings left to get back into this game. Arabia's in a deeper hole now.
Yeah, don't beat yourself. The ball bounced, so I think it's going to go down as a wild pitch, but Aarons has had some trouble keeping it in front. In fact, when Tanai was up at the plate, or pardon, I believe actually out on the bases in the second, there's a ball that got by Aarons when Cano was at the dish, and it went back to the screen, and Tanai went all the way from first to third. Did not score. Now he's got Kanahara on third with Nakajima still on first. And a cut through. Tanai will be at 2-1.
Still a great hitter's count. And Tanai looking for a clutch hit.
Scotty will get it by him here. 2-2. Falcons closing in. A win here guarantees them a spot in the United Series. This game will go just 7 as the conclusion to a doubleheader. Series concludes tomorrow at 4 p.m. Arabia, if they want any hope to play in the postseason, they have to come back tonight and win tomorrow afternoon's game as well. Scotty, 2-2. And the Cleburne Railroader misses down to load it down.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, this could be the biggest pitch of the game right now, Joey. 6-1. Falcons pitching is so deep. Wolves got to get out of this inning.
3-2 with 1 out in corners. Tanai.
Ooh, right back to us.
Pool cues one right at us. Good thing the screen is there.
Tanai's going to be tough to double up, too. He runs pretty quick, but
on the other hand, Nakajima going first to second, I don't know that I don't know that I would say the same about him.
That's what John McLaren is hoping for, a little ground ball to get a double play and get out of this inning.
Deal to Tanai, down and out. Load the bases again.
Walks have been a problem. And they continue to haunt Scott and the Wolves. Will Dennis Cook put his foot on their throat? Joey with the money ball here, with the bases loaded. Cano can hit one over the fence. Let's see what Cookie does. Looks like he's not going to keep it old-fashioned.
He's got just 1 left. And holding on to it for now. Falcons have left 3 in the ball game. They've got 3 aboard right now, leading 6-1.
That would have been a good place to call it, but Dennis Waiton saving it for one of his bigger power hitters who are coming up later in the game.
Cano lifts, shallow left, Robles scooches over, makes the play. They tag from third.
Hey!
And the Falcons score again. Yo Kanahara.
Another one. Another one for our TBS prospect, Yo Kanahara.
RBI for Cano. And with a 6-run lead and only 6 outs to work with for the Wolves, things are getting bleak for their postseason hopes. Give a lot of credit to this Falcons team, though, manufacturing some runs. That's 3 sack flies for him over the last 2 games.
And we got Nakajima, who's made his way all the way to third base. That's the farthest he's gone this whole season. Usually pulled for a designated runner, but Yo Kanhara was already in the game. Let's see if we can get the big guy across the plate.
90 feet away with first and third. Tanai still on first.
He's had 1 billion hits, but I don't think he scored 1 run this year.
I don't think he's made it past second. He had a double early in the season. I think you're right. I think this is the first trip this close for Nakajima. Garzon 1-0.
The ball gets past the catcher again. You think Nakajima's going to run?
Depends on how far it gets past the catcher. If it gets through the screen, maybe.
Now, he's somebody that you don't want to see bearing down on you if you're a catcher.
No, you
He's
don't.
a big boy.
And there's not really a rule. There's some rules in baseball now. I'm not going to
we
say
don't.
guys are running over catchers,
Right.
but there's not really a collision rule at the plate, is there?
Nope. We encourage collisions.
There you go.
Barry Larkin said he wants to see more collisions, more managers picking up bases, throwing them at the umpires, like good old Pete Rose, who Lark was managed by the Cincinnati Reds back in the day, the hit king Pete Rose. So, hey, if Nakajima wants to run over the catcher, at least Barry Larkin will be happy. Vinny Aaron's probably won't be too happy.
Pete uprooted a few bases in his career.
Yes, he did.
Had a chance to meet him in the summer of 2014. He was about 75 years old. He seemed like he could still go out there and tear up some bases. 3-0 is strike through to Carlos Garzon.
There's another person for people to Google. We talked about a bunch of names yesterday, Joey. Pete Rose, the most hits in Major League Baseball history. Probably an unbreakable record.
4,256, if memory serves.
There you go, Joe Manac.
Garzon follows away.
Now-
One of John McLaren's players, Ichiro
That's
Suzuki.
what I was about to say, yes.
Between Japan and the major leagues, and he had 3,000 plus just in the major leagues.
Yes. I was going to ask you, do you know how many he had?
Total between Japan and MLB, I don't. But it was more than Pete Rose.
Yes. All right, we got to tune up the Joe Manac. That's when you should know, Joey. Come on.
There goes Tanai from first,
Ooh.
and Garzon works the walk. You talked to McLaren about Ichiro. It is a pleasure to hear him talk about
Yes.
Ichiro Suzuki and all the things that he did so well. Said that I gave a picture of Willie Mays, Mickey Mantle, Duke Snyder to Ichiro Suzuki when I was managing him in the late 2000s with the Seattle Mariners. And he said the reaction that Ichiro had, it just showed the respect that he had for the game, how moved and honored he was that John would present him with a gift like that.
That's awesome, man. Well, Ichiro is obviously one of the elite legends of this game. Great career in Japan, amazing career in MLB, and as you mentioned, just honored the game in every approach. One of the things I love about Ichiro, one of the great Ichiro stories, is he would bring his baseball bat to the ballpark in a case.
Yes.
You know, he treated that baseball bat as his most treasured weapon, and he put it in a case. And the Japanese, I learned in my trips to Japan, trips to Tokyo, Joey, a lot of them, they treat their equipment so, royally. And it's just so refreshing to learn how they approach the game in Japan.
Been a pleasure to learn so much from guys like Nakajima.
Which is,
and
by the way,
Kawasaki.
let's play baseball.
Let's play baseball.
Let's go.
That's what we're playing here tonight as Scotty is lifted from the game. And Hector Barrios, the pitching coach for John McLaren, is out there to make a bullpen switch.
Well, the world is starting to learn more about the great tradition of Japanese baseball. #1 WBSC team, World Baseball Classic defending champions, best player in the world with Shohei Ohtani. Yamamoto from the Dodgers pitching lights out to win the World Series. And I'm excited through Baseball United and our international broadcast, people watching in India, Venezuela, Korea, everywhere around the world, the UAE. More people are learning about Japanese baseball, which is exciting.
Munenori Kawasaki.
These fans from Japan are loving it.
He's been a huge part of this. Shout out Zeals with the Noisemakers.
Yes, there's Kawasaki. The most limber, flexible man you'll meet.
Never stop stretching.
I saw him doing the splits the other day. Hey, banana split, Joey.
Hey.
We got the yellow banana shirts behind home plate in honor of Kawasaki. Man, I'd love for these guys to come back, be a part of this next year. 44 or 45 years old, but great ambassadors of the game. I don't think that's a banana smoothie that they're drinking. Mune! You can't hear us. Look at this guy. It's a man right here.
We got the money ball. We got the Mune ball.
And every day in between games, Kawasaki's out with the young players, practicing out in the cricket fields behind the hotel. He warms up every game with Tanai, the shortstop from the Bay Stars, who's 18 years old, playing catch with a 44-year-old. You know, I couldn't be more happy with how Mune Kawasaki has been this season. Just super grateful for him to be a part of what we're building and playing great on the field and being a great ambassador of the game.
Real leader for the Falcons, and really with all the guys. I've seen folks like Lou Helmig from Mumbai Cobras going out and going through his routines with him, doing some fundamental work. And you're right, it's every single day Kawasaki's out there training and having fun. Alex Katz into the game for the Arabia Wolves. And Katz making his third appearance of the season, trying to put a tourniquet on the bleeding here. 7-1 Falcons lead.
Katz is someone I thought was going to come in earlier, Joey, but McLaren went with Fekete, and he's a big league manager, so he knows more than me. Just didn't work out too well because a lot of hits given up by Fekete and then a lot of walks given up by Scott, which has really been the story for the season for the Wolves with that part of the pitching staff. Katz played lights out in the UAE series in February of this year, which feels like also 50 years ago. But he's had a little tougher time during season one.
Yeah, and for John McLaren and this Arabia Wolves team, they wanted Akeem Bostic to go deeper. He ended up exiting too early, really, in favor of Fekete because of a hamstring injury. Out of the game early in the third, now here in the bottom of the fifth. Katz to De Aza, 0-1. Bases juiced behind him.
This has been the longest inning. How long has this inning been? Herbie, this has been a long inning.
De Aza, he's the 8th to bat. This is the second time they batted 8 in a frame in the game. 0-1. And De Aza takes it carved through to go to 2.
De Aza is another person that would be great in this booth, Joey. Unfortunately, looks like he's going to be playing. See, we won't be able to have him in here, but I've had so many conversations about the game with De Aza. He's just a wealth of knowledge. Really understands how to attack the game as a professional and as a professional hitter. I love listening to him talk about hitting. Ah, shoot.
Defensive swing, and he's been stung in the finger. This is looking like it's hurting for Alejandro De Aza.
Man, he's had a tough doubleheader. A couple tough calls on him the first game, and now, man, I hope he can shake that one off.
And Alex Katz nearby with a look of concern. No pitcher wants to tie somebody up like that, hit him in the hand. Another look.
That's always hard when you're holding on to the bat, too. He's got no give in the hand. That's one of the most painful places to get hit.
Dennis Cook out to check on him as well. Injury concern for De Aza. Bottom half of the fifth, 2 outs, bases loaded, 0-2. Cook talks us over Z.
De Aza's not been too happy with the crew today, and obviously not happy to get hit. What are they saying, Joey?
They said foul ball because he committed on the swing, is what I believe the ruling is.
Oh,
he wanted hit by pitch.
He is not going to be happy with the umpires. I'm going to stay out of his way after the game.
I'm just glad he's all right.
Yes, I'm happy that he can still hold the bat and swing.
What a competitor he is.
I was saying he's a student of the game, man.
Cats. Talking about a guy who'd be good in the broadcast booth. He's wanted to do some broadcasting as well.
Oh,
and now
my
he
gosh.
hits the ass in the backside.
the baseball gods coming back around again. See, Deaza.
Nakajima scores.
Hey, Nakajima scores his first run. Nakaji. There you go.
Deaza's taking a beating.
Man.
He's been hit by 2 pitches officially. He was obviously hit by the pitch in the hand rule of foul ball. He was hit by a pitch in the last game for the Falcons as well.
Nakajima, the odds were low on that one for him to get a run scored this year. But the designated runner had already been used, and he made his way all the way around. Sauntered his way around the bases. Yes, Diaz has been taking a beating and had a tough doubleheader, but hey, the Falcons are rolling.
Kawasaki flies out. They'll leave them loaded, but they've added 3. 8-1 Falcons closing in on the postseason berth in Season 1 of Baseball United.
Get ready, baseball fans. The game's about to change. Baseball United Season 1. Live from Dubai. 4 world-class teams. International stars and non-stop action under the lights. Catch every hit, pitch, and home run. Baseball United Season 1.
Another masterful performance from Kazuki Yabuta. 5 frames, just 1 hit, 1 run. His offense has built him an 8-1 lead. Joey Sanaboni alongside Baseball United CEO, chairman and co-founder, Cash Shake. This has really been impressive, hasn't it, Cash?
He's been amazing. He's been amazing. Better than advertised for this season. And probably locked up the Mariano Rivera award for the best pitcher, Joey, because it's going to be a regular season award. And now he's trying to get out of this inning with 1 batter. Second fireball of the game for the Falcons. Dennis Cook probably going to go fireball this inning, fireball next inning, try to get out of it.
Could potentially have just 2 batters for Arabia in the 6th and 7th as they try to keep their postseason hopes alive. 2nd and 3 in play for Cookie. 1-0 from the former Hiroshima Toyo Carp.
2 of the toughest batters in the Wolves lineup, though, to go toe-to-toe with the fireball. Darden and Teeter coming up next.
Ground ball, hold it short. Backhand tonight, fadeaway throw, safe.
Good range, but that was going to be a tough throw, especially with Darden running. Hey, Darden back on the board with an infield single.
Second time he's been on in the game. Teeter comes up in his stead.
Guys love playing on this turf, Joey. Really predictable bounces, soft turf, same turf that the Yokohama Bay Stars use, actually. So tonight can get used to it.
Good practice for him. Fireball out. Teeter in the left side. He's got a ground out and a pop out in game 2 after a 3-hit performance in game 1. 0-1 on Big Teeter.
We're going to have more prospects from Japan next season. Joey from the Bay Stars also had a great meetings with SoftBank Hawks, another great MPB team. I expect to have some prospects from their squad next year and some other surprises with young talent. I'm really passionate about having a lot more young talent, young prospects playing in our league. That's what's going to get fans excited all around the world.
1-1 down on Teeter, 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, Cash, I don't want to overstep here, but any other secrets that you can divulge on this broadcast tonight?
Joey, come on, man.
They wouldn't be secrets, huh, if you could divulge them?
Well, I know that we're going to have a large Korean contingent of players
That's
next
awesome.
year. Yeah. And as you know, Korea is another baseball frenzied nation. Games in Seoul, Korea, South Korea in general have been some of the most amazing experiences to attend as a fan. And they've got some great baseball players. So I would expect to see a lot more Korean players. We only have 1 Korean player this year, but we'll have a ton more next year. Yes,
Shady Bear.
Shady Bear pitched last night.
Did well as well for Karachi. Good to see him go out on a high note this season.
Yes. Moneyball, Joey. 2 men on. We still haven't had a 6-run homer this year.
Hey, good leaves the yard. It's an 8-7 game.
That would be exciting. Aside from the first game, we really haven't seen a Moneyball home run that got a team back into it that was down big, you know. Karachi was down to their last inning. Pavin Parks hit that Moneyball home run that got them really back into contention, and they ended up winning that game. But we've had several Moneyballs, but never one like in a situation like this.
Better late than never. Good. Takes down his 2-0. Yabuta has walked 5 and hit 1. They still have just 1 hit outside this inning.
90 pitches.
5 off his season high. 2 hits against him overall. Yabuta bounces it back.
I was thinking that Cook would let him go 6 if he could get through it, and then try to close it out with Severino Gonzalez, closer from Panama. But he did pitch earlier, like you said, Joey, so maybe he'd go to someone else to end it.
Moneyball foul.
Be great if for the Falcons if they can get out of this without using too many more pitchers, and then maybe go with the TBS guys and some of the Palestinian pitchers who haven't got a lot of time yet this season.
Stephen Mufara and Yunus Halim.
Yunus Halim. Would love to see those 4 guys, the 2 TBS prospects, 2 Palestinian pitchers pitch tomorrow.
2-2 just miss.
Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
I'm going to tell Cookie that too. Say, come on, man.
Well, looking like the result of tomorrow's game won't matter as far as postseason implications. The Falcons hold on here tonight. They go to the championship series. Good fights it off. Still, though, Arabia tomorrow, if they can win, they'll finish with the same record as the Falcons. Falcons will have the tiebreaker, so they'll advance.
That's right.
But for Arabia, they'll have a chance to finish over 500. The loss tonight will drop them back to 4-4.
Yeah, so you know John McLaren wants that. He wants to get to that 5-win mark at least.
Cobras are going to win the regular season at 6-3. At least a share of it. Falcons, if they sweep this series, would be 6-3. Then we go to the tiebreaker for top overall seed. Mumbai won the head-to-head 2-1, so they would be the home team in the 3-game series.
For game 1 and game 3 if necessary.
They'll have the advantage of batting last.
Ooh.
Borderline. Z says ball.
Walked him on the money ball. Is that a double advance? Is that the first walk on the money ball? First walk on the money ball. I'm looking at score team. Is that the first walk on the money ball? I'm asking our scorers.
Dennis Cook coming out.
Yep, first walk on the money ball. Just getting it verified, Joey.
I think Arabia as pitchers with the Falcons at bat had walked a guy earlier, so the Falcons would advance too. But
that's right. But now Moneyball stays in play, and now a walk or a hit by pitch, the Moneyball will continue to stay in play, and then you get a double advance as well. So this is getting really interesting for the Wolves and the Falcons.
Moneyball stays in play, and looks like Yabuta is going to stay in the game. Cook had walked out of the dugout, then he turned back, started pointing at Yabuta. All the infielders and Yabuta, I think we're getting a little clarification. He's sticking with them. Can't change the pitcher on the Moneyball.
That's right. He's got to face at least 3 batters.
So this would be the second of 3 with Jacinto Cipriota batting the bases loaded. And Jacinto takes outside, representing the potential go-ahead run.
John McLaren with the great call, bringing in the Moneyball, not only with traffic on the bases, but now with Yabuta struggling. He's got to see at least 3 guys as long as it stays in play.
W runs on a home run, grand slam would put Arabia up 9-8. Wouldn't that be something?
Man, that would be crazy. And looks like he's just running out of gas, Joey. He's past his season high in pitch count. It's the most anybody, I believe, has thrown all year, 98 pitches.
You're right about that. Number 99 on the way. Only 2 pitchers have pitched into the 6th this season as starters.
Hey, there you go. Reared back on that one. He's gonna hit triple digits.
First to 100 in a single game this year. Kazuki Yabuta bearing down.
Still no outs, Joey.
And does Dennis think about playing a fireball? Righty, ground ball. This is much needed. Cano,
this is what he needed.
For 1 at second, over to first, double play.
Exactly what he needed.
Gets the Moneyball out of play. It does score a run, but that's a secondary consideration. 8-2 now the score as Yabuta induces the double play off the bat of Cipriota.
And now he can make the pitching change since the Moneyball's out of play. And McLaren's not too happy because he wanted his catcher going faster down the first base line. Giving a talk to Vinny over there.
100 pitches tonight for Kazuki Yabuta. What a performance as Dennis literally and symbolically tosses the Moneyball off the field. He'll get a relief man into the game. Yabuta in line for the W. Mid-East up 8-2. Pitching switch in effect after the double play off the bat of Cipriota. Aaron's about to bat for these Wolves. And it looks like Kodai Hamaya will pitch for the 2nd straight game today.
Wow. Just pitched a couple hours ago.
The Butcher of Australia. He's into this one. You know, he works as a butcher, he pitches in the ABL, and I find him to be quite artistic on the mound. He's very artistic with meat as well. We were talking about it and looking at some of the work he's done on that side.
Yes.
He has been a very consistent presence for the Mid-East Falcons. They have a lot of trust in him. Maybe not his best outing earlier today, but it shows his value that he immediately bounces back, gets reinserted into the game.
Right. And Joey, correction, it was Cipriota, it was your Argentinian guy. It wasn't as fast down the line that McLaren wasn't happy about. I was talking to Vinny and Cipriota, but that was a huge double play, probably the biggest double play the Falcons have turned all year, because that was a serious jam. Bases loaded, nobody out, Moneyball in play. Home run would have put the Wolves up. But then the pitcher of the year induced that ground ball, double play, got him out of that jam, and now Falcons are back in business.
Kodai Hamaya into his 2nd game of the day. Gave up just 1 hit, but 3 runs. Now, note on that, none of those were earned because of a Gregory Cano error. Did walk 2, though. Falcons going to Hamaya with Aaron's into the right side.
Should we go over there and hand the Mariano Rivera Award over to Yabuta on the bench? We might as well.
You know, it'd be kind of cool to present that to him before the game tomorrow. Obviously, you could do it in the championship series now that we know that Mid-East, not officially, but so close, will be there.
Maybe we do ceremony. That, but I don't know if the trophy's in yet, Joey. So
wait till Friday.
I'll have to stress out Dunmay and DT from our ops team to try to get it here sooner. But
Postseason awards as well.
Yes.
Will we be giving out United Series MVP?
Yes, we will.
Awesome.
3 regular season awards, the Barry Larkin MVP, the Mariano Rivera Best Pitcher Award, and the Adrian Beltre Best Fielder Award, regular season awards, and then the MVP of the United Series.
Getting close to hardware time. Final weekend, regular season, Baseball United Season 1. Baseball United, the first and only professional baseball league in the Middle East and South Asia. About to have our first championship series. Looks like Mideast will be in it. Amaya looks like he'll strike out Aarons. If he can get one more by. 1-2. Up. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I'm pumped for the United Series, man. It's what we thought was going to happen on paper, and it doesn't always turn out that way, Joey, but it did. Falcons and Cobras been the top 2 teams all year. We thought the Arabia Bats could keep them in it, but just haven't had the big hit when they needed it the last 2 games. They had a chance both games with the tying runner coming to the plate or the lead runner coming to the plate with the money ball in play. Just didn't manage to get that big hit.
Teeter watching from third as Aarons goes to 3-2, 2 outs. Hamaya. Pop fly should end this top half of the 6th. Wolves made it interesting, but only cash in for a single run. 8-2. Falcons coming back for probably their final at-bat, says Alejandro de Asa. Mune Kawasaki embrace. Great moments here at Baseball United Ballpark.
Yeah, whoa. Me say me want to see everybody a move. Dance all enough. That a man coming at you. We just want to pick up QTB. Bob Sinclair. It's a dance thing, you see me? Somewhere you just bounce up. Yeah. Everybody dance now. Let's go. Oh. Let's go. Make it hot. Come on. Let's go. Rock. Rock. Say what? Rock. Let's go. Everybody dance now. Rock this party. Dance everybody. Make it hot in this party. Don't stop. Move your body. Rock this party. Dance everybody. Make it hot in this party. Everybody dance now. Don't know what's on your mind. We come for you have a good time. Me want you on your waistline. Me want you shake your behind. I'm in a dancing mood, y'all, and I'm feeling good. This is my favorite tune. Put on your dancing shoes. Gonna make you feel so good tonight, y'all. Gonna make you sweat tonight, y'all. Me gonna make you wet tonight, y'all. Me gonna make you feel alright.
I came to rock at this party, 'cause I can make you feel alright. Sweet boy, rock your body.
Let's give it up again for our Baseball United cheerleaders.
Oh, you want it now. Sweet boy, rock your body, 'cause I'm gonna make you mine tonight.
Let's go.
Back at it, Joey. Bottom of the 6th. And we still got Alex Katz on the mound. Falcons just trying to get out of this one now, get a rest, chill out tomorrow, and be ready for the Cobras in the United Series.
Jake Jelly, he'll start it up for these Mideast Falcons. Quite a performance from him, and fitting that he'll start out probably their final stretch of at-bats in this game. Joey Zanaboni, Baseball United CEO, Chairman, Co-founder, Cash Shake, for you on BaseballUnited.com, across the world.
Where's Jake's parents? I met them here yesterday. Great, great family. They were so pumped to see baseball out here in the Middle East, here in Dubai, see their son playing so well this season. That's one of the other great things about what we're building, Joey, is that families get to experience this together.
Good excuse to get out of the snows of Minnesota, too.
Yes. What's the temperature in East Grand Forks right now? Come on, man. It's perfect weather here in Dubai.
I'm going to say 13 Fahrenheit. They said they were on the tarmac for about 3 hours. They had to plow and replow the snow off of the tarmac in Minnesota. Jelly. Now, they were right behind the plate earlier as their son Jake goes to 2-1.
Yes.
Been kind of moving around the stadium.
As I mentioned, my wife and my son are flying out today from Cincinnati. It was snowing all week in Cincinnati. My wife was saying she was scraping snow and ice off the car, and now she gets to come to Dubai. beautiful weather here in the desert. The world's #1 tourist destination. Shout out to Dubai Tourism, one of our partners. Dubai Calendar. Everyone in the government that's been supporting us bringing baseball to this city, to this region for the first time in history, Joey.
Deuces Jelly downstairs, 3 balls and 2 strikes. It really is a fun town, and I've had my share of fun, Cash, as you know.
Yes, you've experienced more in 4 days than I have in 4 years here, Joey. I come to the ballpark, I work, you know, everybody says I'm boring, but I live vicariously through your interactions with monarch butterflies.
That's right.
Dune bashing, dressing up in Emirati gear to go to all the mosques in town. You went to the Grand Mosque, right? You went to Sheikh Zayed.
Very humbling experience.
Beautiful mosque, man. That thing, so striking when you see it, when you cross the bridge into Abu Dhabi. One of the most beautiful landmarks in the world.
Over there and at the Emirates Hotel in Abu Dhabi, home of the Mideast Falcons. Jake Jelly strikes out with a foul tip. Incredible city, and I know the Falcons are very proud to represent it.
Yes, sir. Maybe that's one of our surprises, Joey. Maybe next year we play 1 game in Abu Dhabi, a couple games in Abu Dhabi. Let's see.
That'd be fantastic.
We've been talking to the folks that make the decisions out there. That would be cool, and that's our plan, to continue to grow the game across the region, different cities, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Qatar, Bahrain, all these great GCC countries here in the Arabian Peninsula, as McLaren tries to get out of it with the fireball. Fukuda's another guy that's seen a lot of fireballs and a lot of money balls.
And he'll take his first fireball from Alex Katz for a ball. Shuhei with a ground out, a pop out, and a walk so far in game 2. Final fireball for the Arabian Wolves. Strikeout sends us right on to the top half of the 7th. And pushed off the plate slightly. Fukuda moves out ahead 2-0. It's Robles, Branca, Marcelo due up for the Wolves. They need to make up 6 in the 7th and final inning.
John McLaren trying to go with the lefty on lefty fireball. Try to get out of this inning. Fukuda wants to get another hit. He told me he wants to bat over 300 during the season. He's right there. This hit will probably put him over.
292 for the moment. Fukuda slaps one.
Not gonna get
Third baseman Darden gobbles it up. And it's 2 outs in this bottom half of the 6th, but it does keep going to Chelly.
Money ball. Like you say, Joey, if you don't use it, you lose it. Dennis Cook's going to let the man. He'd be the only person to have money balls back-to-back games in a doubleheader. So many new records and milestones we can create here with Baseball United.
Be quite a bookend if he sends it out of the yard here for a 2-run home run.
Had that great 8-run homer grand slam in the first inning of the first game of this doubleheader that really put the Falcons on the path to victory.
Talking about taking control of the game. When Good made that incredible play at short in the first inning, I thought, you know what, this might be Arabia's day.
Yes.
And then when you know at the end of the first, they're down 8-0.
And I ran out to right field to grab the money ball that Chelly hit. Found it out there underneath the Crawford boxes and ran it back. Aki, my amazing friend and assistant, grabbed a Sharpie marker, and we had Chelly sign it, got it in the office. That ball is going into the Baseball United Hall of Fame.
First 8-run home run in the history of professional baseball. Sent out of the yard by the man from Rimini, Italy. They know him well in San Marino, a star in the Italian League. He's been involved with Baseball United here. And
yes.
He's become a great ambassador for the game.
Yes. Very engaged, too, on all of our social media. Everyone who's not following us, make sure you're – here we go. Make sure you're following us on Baseball United, on Instagram, X, everywhere. There's the big swing from the big guy from Italy. That's where it went. And I went and ran underneath those bleachers, Joey.
Glad you found it.
And it was sitting there like a shining emblem from the baseball gods.
Baseball United CEO, chairman, and co-founder Cash Shake with a bit of poetry in this bottom half of the sixth.
Yes.
His money ball here misses.
Joey, what's your Instagram?
At Joey_Zana.
At Joey_Zana.
Hashtag LCRR. You know what that stands for,
Yes,
Cash.
sir. I'm at, what am I? At Cash_Shake on Instagram. We'd love to connect with you guys in this home stretch of the regular season. United Series on deck.
Chelly underscores that. He goes down on strikes. Top of the seventh. Mideast, Arabia, Mideast. 3 outs away from a United Series berth.
Get ready, baseball fans. The game's about to change. Baseball United Season 1. Live from Dubai. 4 world-class teams. International stars and non-stop action under the lights. Catch every hit, pitch, and home run. Baseball United Season 1.
Joey, what'd I say, man? You didn't believe me.
It's not Severino. It's Severi, yes. Severino Gonzalez, indeed, on a pitch, top half of the seventh, defending a 6-run lead.
We almost scripted it perfectly. We thought Yabuda would go all 6. He almost did. Pitched great. And now Severino back-to-back again.
Came into a
pitch in the first half of the doubleheader, Joey, and now he's been their closer. Not a safe situation, but he's the guy they've had on the mound at the end of most of these games.
And he came into a dangerous situation in Game 1 and picked up his second save officially. Taking a look at this BaseballUnited.com box score. Gonzalez quickly at 0-2 with Michael Robles. This is the final inning of our doubleheader. And with this win, Mideast will be into the postseason, and Arabia will be eliminated. 2 teams meet again tomorrow at 4, though.
Yep. And then hopefully we see those young guys, those Federation players, TBS prospects, pitching. I'd love to see that. Sevi, in his previous outings with Baseball United during the showcase and during the UAE series, Joey was really a starter, maybe an early reliever. But I love how Dennis Cooks used him as a closer. It's really worked out well for him.
Close out the historic no-hitter early in the season for Mideast. Grounder to short here.
Another good play.
Manato Tanai looking good defensively.
A lot of great shortstop plays this season. Fireball coming. This could be it, Joey.
Can we close with a fireball for the second straight night?
Hey. With my carpool buddy. I hope not, because we shared a moment, shared a bond in the car yesterday. I hope Mr. Barranca doesn't fall out here on the fireball, but Falcons want to end this one. Ice up, eat up. Great fun game tomorrow with no pressure.
Yeah, and I hope we see guys like Yudai Misoshina, Shotaro Nakata,
Yes.
Stephen Mufara, Yunus Halim.
Yes.
That would be cool. 1-1 on Barranca. Arabia closed out Karachi with a fireball last night. Mideast trying to close them out in this doubleheader with a fireball tonight. 1-1, and we're a strike away.
Here we go. Might be back-to-back nights, Joey, with the fireball ending the game.
Fireball ends the Freeman game. Gonzalez with Mid-East up 8-2, a pitch away from sending them into the postseason. Sevi and Barranca. He'll at least keep him alive, but it's a pop out to right field for a second out.
Lazy fly ball, no fireball to end it, but works out almost as well, only one out away. And then the United Series that we all were hoping for, Joey. Cobras and Falcons, baby. India versus Abu Dhabi. Japan versus the crew from India. It's going to be awesome, man.
December 12th, 13th, if necessary, the 14th. Tickets at baseballunited.com. Gonzalez to Marcelo. First pitch ball. One of the only tough things about ending the game here, no seventh inning stretch.
You're right. No take me out to the ball game, man.
We'll have to sing it in celebration for the Falcons. There's a fly ball out to center. Mid-East Falcons going to the United Series.
Amazing. What a great run by Dennis Cook and the Mid-East Falcons, making their way into history, facing the Mumbai Cobras December 12th and 13th for the United Series. Like we said, the team from Abu Dhabi, the team from Mumbai, the teams we thought were going to be in the finals lived up to the billing. Great pitching, great hitting, great team chemistry, great managers, great coaching staff. Cannot wait to see the Cobras take on the Falcons here at Baseball United Ballpark December 12th, 13th, and if necessary, December 14th, Joey.
Falcons win the doubleheader by finals of 9-5 and 8-2. What a performance. They clinch their spot in the United Series against the Mumbai Cobras. Congratulations to Dennis Cook and all of his guys, and big-time thank yous tonight to everybody who made this possible.
The banana shirts are happy.
They love it. Great fan support for the Mid-East Falcons. Thanks to all of the fans who came out for this twin bill. We hope to see you again tomorrow for the series finale at 4 p.m. The playoff implications won't be in that. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Joey, if anybody's watching from Japan, book your tickets. You got time to get to Dubai. It's perfect weather. It's a great vacation spot. Come watch the Mid-East Falcons make baseball history going up against India. Book your tickets to Dubai.
Just saw the Jellies dancing. Just saw our friends from Tsunagaru Towels dancing. They're happy. Thanks to all who tuned in on Tokyo Broadcasting System in Japan. Get those airline tickets.
The Banana fans are taking over the broadcast booth.
They're spilling in as the celebrations
Let's
get
go.
kicked off. Our friends from Zeal celebrating as well.
Hey, Joey, congrats to John McLaren and the Arabia Wolves. I know they're still playing another game tomorrow, but professionals all the way through, competed the whole season. Great run for the Wolves.
Tough task, playing last night, late into the night, and then turning around with a doubleheader here today. Just not their day. It belongs to the Falcons, and what a moment for them. The Mid-East Falcons become the second team.
Steve Fish, there he is.
In the United Series. He was great in this doubleheader, as were Godfrey and Rick Shake on the ones and twos in stadium. Raphael and Herbie, our do-everything men in the stats and broadcast booth. Carlos, our official scorer. Sergio on the graphics.
Sir.
All the great content and broadcast
There's
team.
the man.
Josh and Zohaib. Thanks to everybody who made this possible. Again, 9-5 and 8-2, your finals. This is Cash Shake, CEO, chairman, co-founder of Baseball United. Cash, thanks for stopping by the broadcast booth again and giving us some insight into this regular season final weekend.
Thank you, Joey. Great job as always. I can't wait to next weekend. Everybody, please tune in across the world, baseballunited.com. Get to Dubai. Come to the ballpark. Let's make some history together.
I'm Joey Zanaboni. We'll be back tomorrow with a 4 p.m. first pitch, the 18th and final game of Season 1 Baseball United regular season. Until then, so long and good night from Barry Larkin Field at Baseball United Ballpark. It's a Mid-East Falcons doubleheader sweep in Dubai.
These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I